simple embroidery can take a plain sweater and make it a one-of-a-kind item. Today, I'm going to show you how. Welcome to Epida Studio. My name is Elizabeth and I help you make beautiful things with quilting, pojagi, and embroidery. So if you're looking for a really special gift for somebody, you can take a plain sweater and embellish it with simple embroidery. You can add a word, you could put a nickname, you could put a picture. There are so many different things that you could do with embroidery. So today I'm going to show you how I embroidered the word wondrous onto this plain white sweater. You can follow along and apply these concepts to your own special project. To do this embroidery, you are going to need some kind of blank sweater in any size, but if you have something fairly smooth, it'll be easier to work with. If you have something that has a lot of texture or baubles, things like that, then it is going to be more difficult to embroider on. So just keep that in mind when you're getting it. This sweater has a little bit of texture in it. It does have these rows, but I think I'm going to be able to work with that fine. Then you're going to need some yarn to do the embroidery. So I just have some odds and ends of yarn. If you have a friend who is a knitter and you ask them, they will probably have little odds and ends of yarn that you can use. So you probably don't have to go buy a whole skein of yarn, but just look around or look in a Buy Nothing group on Facebook and you can probably find something. But if you don't, then just go buy a ball of yarn. Now in terms of yarn, this sweater is made with acrylic yarn, so I'm using acrylic yarn in my embroidery just to match that. So you might want to take that into account. Also, you want something fairly big, so I'm using like a worsted weight yarn here, and that's going to give me pretty chunky letters. So keep in mind that you want the thickness of the yarn to kind of balance with the thickness of the sweater. If you had a very thin, lightweight sweater, you might want to use a lighter yarn, and if it was really chunky, you might want to use a chunky yarn, although this worsted weight is going to be good for most sweaters. So then the only other tools you're going to need a tapestry needle, and so you look for a needle that has an eye that is big enough to comfortably hold the yarn that you're stitching with, and a dull tip. You don't need to be piercing the threads in the sweater, you're just sliding it in between. So it might be metal, or you might even have a plastic needle that you can use, but it's going to be a pretty big needle with a dull tip. And then I'm going to be using some self-adhesive rinse away sheets. Now this is optional, you don't need to use this, but the one I am using is rinse away. It's made by Wonderfill, and so this is something that you'll see when I get into the project. I am just sticking it on and it will give me a little pattern to follow. Now if you don't need a pattern, or you don't want a pattern, you don't have access to that, you can easily just freestyle this and make it in whatever script or font you want, but I'm using that so you'll see me using it, but it is not required. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to consider is where you want your embroidery to be and how big you want it to be. Now be really careful if you're stitching around the neck area, because when you have stitching, that could cut down on the amount of stretch that you get. And so if you stitch the neck really tightly, then you won't be able to stretch the neck to put it on over your head anymore. So that's something you'll probably want to look out for. So I'm just going to be putting a word right across here and keeping an eye on this. I don't want to go too far away from the neck, because I know if I stitch right across here, then this would be going underneath the arms, and then when someone's wearing it, you wouldn't be able to see the whole thing. So you want to kind of keep in the center. So I have my design here. I'm just doing the word wondrous, and and I'm going to put it here so it goes about the bottom of the armhole. And these are 8.5 by 11 sheets, so it's about 10 inches across. So I'm going to be going with this. So I don't want to stick the whole piece. It comes in sheets. I don't want to stick this whole thing on here. So I'm just going to trim close to it. And then I can save the rest of this sheet for another project later on. And then I'm also going to just trim kind of close to the letters. So once I have this trimmed again, I will kind of center it. And with these, this word is 4 letters. So there's not exactly a center, but if I look at this stick of the D, that's kind of the middle of the word. And even if it's not exactly the middle, this is kind of visually the middle. So I'm kind of lining that up with the middle of the sweater, and then I'm making sure these letters line up with these ribs that are in the sweater. So now the way I use this is I peel off the backing fabric, and now this is sticky. So now when I lay it on, I'm lining everything up, and this time, this is kind of my last chance. I can still move it a little bit. And I'm lining it up so that that stick of the D is on a rib. And so now when I'm happy with where that is, now I will press that, and we can see now that's stuck onto the sweater. Now for embroidery, sometimes you use a hoop with embroidery, and you might stretch your fabric to hold it taut. Well, I don't want to do this with sweater embroidery. I don't want to stretch it because I don't want to stretch the fabric and have it all out of shape. So I'm going to try and do this embroidery as much as possible without stretching it. So I'm going to do the word with this blue. And I'm going to start with just one strand of thread, and I think one strand is going to be good enough, but I will try it and see. And then if I decide I want the letters thicker, then I can either add more to the words, or I could take that out and use 2 strands. So I'm going to knot my thread, and I'm going to bring it up right on the end of that W. And I'm going to be embroidering with chain stitch. So I have I've gathered up the edge to hold it so that my one hand is underneath my embroidery so I can guide it from the bottom. And I'm just doing chain stitch down the side of the W. And now that I've done that, I can look at that, and I think that is going to be a good width for my letters. And so I'm going to just continue using one. I'm not going to use two strands of thread. Now, because I'm doing printing and not a script, my letters aren't joined. So I am going to be carrying my thread from one letter to the next. So this will be a short carry, and then I'll stitch the O, but then I will end off my thread, and then I will come back and I will do the end. I don't want to carry my thread from here all the way over here to the end. I want to make my carries as short as possible. So now that that O is finished, I'm going to fasten off the thread on the end. So I will weave it under. And then I'm also going to knot this, because this is a sweater that's going to be worn. It'll be washed and dried. It'll get a lot of wear and tear. So I want to make sure that this embroidery is extra secure. So I will knot that there. And this is a good time to change thread anyways, because it's getting a bit short. But you can see that I'm not stretching the sweater. I'm trying to keep it as flat as possible. So I'm going to continue stitching and stitch this whole word just like that. So I finished embroidering the word. Now I'm just going to add a couple little flowers onto the inside of the letters that have circles on them. So now that embroidery is done, and I'm just going to rinse it with cold water to get this stencil off of there. So once that's dissolved, you can see this looks great. So what you want to watch out for on this type of embroidery is you don't want to have any long stitches that could easily get caught on things. And that's both the same on the outside and on the inside. You want to keep the inside as neat as possible. You can see here's a couple places where I traveled from one letter to the other, but I tried to minimize that. You don't want to jump from, for example, this flower over to this flower and have a long thread, because that could be easily caught on something and it could either pull your sweater or rip your stitches. If you're doing stitching on something like a t-shirt where this back of this could be against your skin and it could be really irritating, then you might want to put some interfacing on the back just to line that, and that will help keep the back smoother. But on this sweater, I think that's okay. I think most of the time a shirt will be worn underneath it, so I'm not going to bother with that. But that's another great option when you're embroidering on clothing. So I'm really happy with how this sweater turned out, and hopefully the recipient of the sweater will enjoy it too. For more embroidery, tutorials, inspiration, and patterns, be sure to check out my website, epidastudio.com.